Hey guitar players, if you regret not learning music theory in your younger days as a guitar player, then I have some good news for you. It's not too late to start learning. Because of this thing called the internet that we have these days, there is so much stuff available that learning some theory is really not that difficult compared to what it once was. So what I would suggest is that if you're going to learn one seriously useful bit of music theory, learn about scales. Now, there's so much stuff out there from guitar players where they're like, oh, I don't want to learn scales. Scales are boring and all that sort of stuff. Well, that's really not the case. And also as well, you don't need to learn all that much. You just need to learn a little bit of theory of interval construction that goes into scales. And then once you've learned that interval construction, just start playing them along the length of a single string and things will start opening up for you. It's just a really, really good place to start with scales. So I've got a backing track on in the background here. It's a blues rock jam in D. It's quite a cool backing track. It's quite funky, groovy. So over this, I would use something called the Dorian mode. It's kind of like the Dorian mode is a go-to rock blues fusion type scale for improvisation. So what you would want to learn the formula of the scale. And you can do this from, like, say, this is in the key of D, so I'll use the D string to do it on. So the formula for the scale, we've got a D root note, then we've got a major second, which in this key is going to be here. We've then got a minor third, which is going to be an F in the key of D. Then we've got a perfect fourth, which will be a G. We've got a perfect fifth, which is an A, just in this key at least. Then we've got a major six, which is a B, flat seven, which is a C, and then back to our root note of D. Now, as you start looking at your scales like this, it's also a really good way of training your ear, because what I'm suggesting is if you learn those intervallic patterns and you understand what goes into the scale, trying to make music along the length of a single string is a really, really good place to start on the guitar. So what I would do is I'd put the backing track on. And first things first, I would train my ear to understand the sounds of the theoretical names. So a root note against that backing track. Bit out of tune, let's sort that out. Nice and stable. What does a major second sound like? Minor third. Perfect fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Sound of these, playing in a single line, you can just go, right, okay, second, third, fourth, fifth, fourth, third, second. What does that sound etc., etc. Play some other notes. Etc., etc. Just experiment with it. But then also what I would do is, use different fingers so you can make it a technical thing. See what comes out. But the whole point of this is that all I'm doing which is just a scale formula in a straight line, and then messing around with it. So, my point is, it's not too late to start learning theory. You haven't completely missed the boat with it. Just read up a little bit about scales, apply them to your fretboard, and start messing around with them straight away and see what comes out. Now, if you want more help with all of this sort of thing, I can help you. If you go to Cutting Edge Guitar, my online learning platform, the links are all in the description. There is an absolute shit ton of information and play-alongs and learning material, Guitar Pro, PDF files and all that sort of stuff. If you want to build your technique, my technique books are a good way to go. And just get involved with the community. That's a really, really cool place to hang out and talk about guitar. So, I look forward to seeing you over there. Do like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in another lesson sometime soon. Take care.